Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, April 7th, and we are continuing our journey again this week through Holy Week, which was the last week that Jesus spent on earth. And we are doing this so we can learn what was important to Jesus and what should be important to us as he continued his trek towards both crucifixion and death on Good Friday, and of course, resurrection on Easter Sunday. And he's showing us this week through all the things that he did, what we might take as important. So Sunday night on Palm Sunday, we learned that he returned to a town called Bethany and had dinner with his good friends Mary, Martha, and Lazarus. I think something we all yearn to do when we're allowed out of our houses again to visit our friends. Yesterday, we learned that he went back to Jerusalem and cleansed the temple of all the people who were defiling it by turning it into a marketplace, changing money and selling things and abusing one another in this power struggle of who gets to say what goes on in the temple. And today, Jesus returns to Jerusalem once more and is questioned by the temple authorities about who gave him permission and authority to do the things that he is doing. And so we pick up again in the Gospel of Mark, and it says, "They arrived again in Jerusalem, and while Jesus was walking in the temple courts, the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and the elders came to him. 'By what authority are you doing these things?' they asked. 'And who gave you permission to do it?' Jesus replied, 'I will ask you one question. Answer me, and I will tell you by what authority I am doing these things. John's baptism, was it from heaven or from men?' They discussed it among themselves and said, 'If we say from heaven, he will ask us, then why didn't you believe him? But if we say from men,' then they feared the people, for everyone held that John really was a prophet. So they answered Jesus, 'We don't know.'" I'm reminded today through this story of all the systems on earth that we live under today, where people exert power over us and use trickery and language to try to trip us up and not be able to answer like they were doing to Jesus. And this story by itself may not hold a whole lot of meaning to us because Jesus had certainly been questioned before by the authorities. But when we put it into context of this Holy Week and understand that Jesus is reinforcing for us once more what is important in life, I am reminded of all the ways that we still live under systems of authority that are abusive and set up for a small number of people to keep their power over a larger group of people. And so today I want us to remember and pray for all of those who are home because of this virus and are living in situations that are not safe for them, where people who do have power over them can abuse them. I am thinking of those who are suffering under domestic abuse situations. And I am thinking of our children, especially our LGBT children who are at home with parents or other loved ones who do not love them and create unsafe situations for them and even abusive situations. And so as we continue through Holy Week, let us continue to focus ourselves on those things that are important in our lives and commit ourselves that once we leave our homes once more and go out into the world, that we will actively try to dismantle these systems that are abusing so many people. And so would you pray with me this day? Holy God, draw me closer to you, that I may better know and do thy will. Amen. Until tomorrow, my friends, God bless you.